Hey everybody, it's Bill Weemuth from HistoryHighlights.com, where we have fascinating true stories that you can enjoy in about an hour. We of course have got ebooks, we've got paperback books, we've got audio books and great live presentations, online videos, all kinds of stuff for you to enjoy and discover great stories from history. Today, History Highlights is doing Today in History. And today's feature comes from the Library of Congress. We sure appreciate all of their great resources. We're going to talk today about Arlington National Cemetery because on May the 13th of 1864, a Confederate prisoner of war was buried on the grounds of Arlington House, which is now Arlington National Cemetery. The prisoner, who had died at a local hospital, was the first soldier buried at the cemetery, located on the Potomac River opposite Washington, D.C. That cemetery now contains the graves of soldiers from every war in which the United States has participated, including all the way back to the American Revolution. Now, Arlington House was built in 1802 by George Washington Parke Custis. He was the step-grandson and adopted son of George Washington. In 1831, Custis's daughter, Mary Anna, married a lieutenant by the name of Robert E. Lee. They married in the main hall of the mansion, and the couple did reside there until 1861, when Lee took command of Confederate troops in the Civil War. Now, after Robert E. Lee's departure, the Union Army transformed Arlington House, which was also called the Custis-Lee Mansion. They transformed it into a military headquarters, and the grounds were transformed into a camp. Now, in 1864, the estate was declared a military cemetery by order of Secretary of War Edwin Stanton. Now, Robert E. Lee's eldest son, his name was George Washington Custis Lee. He challenged the government's assumption of the property for years, and eventually secured $150,000 in compensation. In 1925, the United States War Department began restoring Arlington House to its pre-war condition, and today it is maintained by the National Park Service as a memorial to Robert E. Lee. More than 400,000 active duty service members, veterans, and their family members are buried in this very special place, Arlington National Cemetery. Now, Memorial Day is a very special day there. It is honored at Arlington National Cemetery by the placing of a wreath on the tomb of the unknown soldier. And generally, the President of the United States does the honors on Memorial Day and on Veterans Day. Now, laying a wreath-laying ceremony, is also held for many other special occasions. Now, this tomb with its white marble sarcophagus rests above the grave holding the remains of an unknown serviceman from World War I. West of the crypt for the World War I unknown are three other crypts. One holds an unknown from World War II, another holds an unknown from the Korean War, and a third crypt is now empty. It once held an unknown serviceman from Vietnam who was later identified after DNA testing. Other memorials at this very special cemetery include the mast of the USS Maine, a monument to Robert Peary, and the graves of John F. Kennedy, Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis, and many other notable people. Arlington National Cemetery sort of began today, May the 13th. You guys have a wonderful May the 13th. Enjoy yourselves, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Come visit us at HistoryHighlights.com, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.